Hello and welcome to GameSpot UK's London office. I'm Guy.
I'm Mark.
And we are doing something you love and we certainly love. It's time for an unboxing.
Oh yes.
So this time we have the brand new PlayStation 3. Now this was unveiled in Japan this week. It's the they're calling it the new PlayStation 3.
This is a thing now. You don't call a product by a thing. It's just the new.
The new one.
That's it.
But it's the third iteration, essentially.
Yes.
Of the PlayStation. It's been available in numerous configurations. This is the third separate model. It looks pretty nice. I mean, we've seen pictures of it from Japan.
The pictures, I don't know. In pictures, it looks pretty rough. Right. I've got to be honest. In my opinion, it's a 6-pinter. Right. But we'll see how it looks. We'll see how it looks in real life.
Is it the plastic loading tray that is?
Just looks a bit tacky, doesn't it?
Right. Well, let's find out.
Let's
find out. So Sony UK sent over this model. It's going to be available September 25th, September 28th. September 25th in US, September 28th in Europe. So let's crack it open and see what it's like. This is literally the first time we've seen it. So Mark and I,
fresh.
This is going to be our honest reactions to this video.
It's a controller.
That's a controller.
We all know what that looks like.
They are still shipping it with the composite video cable.
No HD cables in there.
That is disappointing, isn't
usual.
it? Is anyone still using composite? If you're using composite, let us know. And we will correct
you. If you're playing any of these consoles on a CRT, do let us know.
Then there's a SCART adapter, because we're in Europe.
Wow, a SCART adapter.
I haven't seen one of them in a while. And a USB cable for charging your controller. That's nice to see.
All standard stuff, really.
All standard stuff. Yep. But if we go inside, we can get to the main attraction. Try and pull this thing out. It feels pretty light.
There we go.
There we go. It's tiny. It's tiny.
Pull these things off.
So that's it. Nothing else in the box. Oh, sorry.
And what's this here? Oh, it's just a thing to set up your PlayStation Network account and a really flimsy manual, which is good.
So this is it. This is the new model. First impressions are it's pretty light. You have a go on that.
Have a go on that.
Have a go on that.
It is pretty light. In fact, it's very light.
So it's 50% lighter over the original PlayStation 3, which we'll pull out later. That was a bit of a beast. That's the one I've got sitting at home.
When you look at it now.
It is huge and heavy. That feels like you could actually take that to a friend's house.
It's light. It would fit in a backpack.
Yeah, it would.
It will get covered in fingerprints immediately, unlike the which is what I like about the Slim. It's got that matte finish.
Right.
You know, it's not all glossy and horrible.
There's a bit of glossiness here.
Look at that. See, I can
immediately. The newness has been ruined.
Fingerprints. Oh, that's actually quite satisfying.
Thanks for that. So this is it. This is the main feature. Now let's have a go. I think this is how it works. That's the new.
No, there's a button. There's a button.
Oh, there's a button.
Wait, there's a button.
Apologies.
You
Right.
put that over there. Ah, yeah. Look at that.
So it does make a slightly plasticky sound. If you, which was it? This one? Whoa. Okay.
It sounds horrible. It feels horrible.
What do you think? The old models, they had sort of slot loading mechanism.
So you can't get classier than a slot load, all right?
That's what they say.
But a top loader, I mean, I like the retroness of it. Like, I was speaking to Danny about this yesterday, and it very much reminds me of the old PlayStation 1. You know, you'd be like,
oh yeah,
it's got those weird nubbins you have to sort of clip the disc onto.
Right. Okay.
Which is sort of, you know, it's quite cool, I guess.
Presumably that is cheaper to manufacture, though. I would think.
I would think so. Yes.
That's where they're making some of the cost savings. So we'll run down some of the costs later. Otherwise, the machine, if I flip it over to the back, is pretty much business as usual. You've got the AV out, which is this kind of Sony thing, isn't it? If you want to connect a composite or component, the AC in, so it's not got a separate transformer.
No, separate power brick, which is great, actually.
The SP diff out, the digital optical, and then the standard network adapter. So that's pretty much it. I mean, we need to fire this up and find out whether it's quieter than the normal PS3, that sort of thing. But in terms of your overall impressions, Mark, what do you think? You hold that, and I'll grab the original.
I'll tell you, it does look better than it does in photos, I must say.
The difference between it's just this is huge, massive.
I still think it looks a bit cheap, and that just feels horrible. Like that to me is going to break. Like it just feels like it'll break really quickly.
Really?
Yeah.
Can it take? Is it? It feels like it's sort of rigid and solid.
But listen to it. It's like that plastic you get with like really cheap like Happy Meal toys. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, maybe give them another couple of years and we'll be giving away with a Happy Meal. So this is an absolute monolithic beast, the original. This is the PlayStation 3 Slim, which we've modified. We had it customized for the GameSpot UK office. So ignore the horrible yellow colour if you can. But this is quite heavy. That really feels to me, if you're looking for a PlayStation 3 that you're gonna maybe take around to friends for a weekend, you know, FIFA action or Pro Evo, whatever. I think out of the three, I'd still probably have this one.
I'd have the Slim. I don't like glossy finishes. I'm sorry. They wind me up. I hate fingerprints.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it is smaller and it is nicer. I mean, compared to that original, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
So let's run down some of the prices. So we live in the UK. It's weird over here. You can't set RRPs because it's illegal or something.
Yes.
So, but we've been on one leading retailer's website. So this is going to be £250. This is a 500 gigabyte hard drive in there. But in Europe, there's actually going to be a model of this that comes with a 12 gigabyte internal flash memory. So that's really the starter pack, really. You can expand it. They're going to be releasing a 250 gigabyte separate hard drive that you can plug into the smaller model.
Which is interesting because, as far as I can tell, I can't see where you could replace. In the Slim, it's a standard laptop hard drive. Yeah. You can take it out and it's quite easy to access. Now on this, I can't see where that would be.
We'll have to look into this and see where that hard drive fits in, because it's brand new. We've literally just seen it, so we'll check that stuff out. But it seemed so. The current prices essentially this costs the same as with a 500 gigabyte hard drive as this with a 320 gigabyte hard drive. So it's lighter, it's more compact, maybe a little bit more plasticky, but you're getting a bigger hard drive.
I would say though that if you're a bargain hunter, I don't know how much longer these will be around, and I expect there'll be a clear out of these from a lot of retailers. Right. So if the smart money's on buying one of these at a bargain price.
At a bargain price. Yeah. Certain retailers are doing trade-ins. If you want to trade in your old model, you can get a new one for, I think it's about £125, but you get it with FIFA as well.
Yes.
Leading retailers are bundling in FIFA, at least in Europe, with this for about the same price. You're essentially getting FIFA free if you buy it from certain retailers, which is pretty cool. Anything else that's of note? There is a separate stand.
That's what I was going to say, the stand. So it goes in the bottom here. There's like a little place for it to sort of, you pop this off and it clips on.
And that's €15 or $15.
15 euros.
Or you could just pop it up and...
It's pretty stable.
It's pretty. It's not stable.
It's not stable at all. But you know, you could makeshift your own stand out of, like, you know, some blue tack and some cardboard and save yourself 15 quid. So yeah, I'm sure it'd be fine without it.
So hopefully you're staying on top of this. The details. It is a little bit confusing. The 12 gigabyte model is exclusive to Europe. I think Australia as well. So US and Japan not getting that, but Japan is getting a white model as well, which we're not getting.
They're getting the sexy white model, which personally I would want.
You want the white one?
I like the white one.
I thought white was less premium now. So you look at the Wii U, the cheap model's white, and then the expensive model's black.
They're turning it on its head.
Oh, that's the way it works. Yeah. It's going to be launching in the US at least on October 30th in conjunction with Assassin's Creed 3. That's the 500 gigabyte model.
Yes.
So if you're looking forward to Assassin's Creed 3, that's another option for you. But like I said, there's so many options. There's lots of stuff, lots of different configurations available. But that's the new model.
There it is. It's there.
So it's there. So look out for it in stores. Let us know what you guys think, especially on that opening mechanism. And you can find out more about the actual console. Just go and head over to GameSpot.com.